Northwestern Ontario. It is a scorcher of a day. Temperature is about around 29-30 degrees Celsius. With the humidity, we're looking at like 37 degrees last I checked. So she's a warm one. I'm going to shut the camera off here momentarily until I get closer to where I'm going. Get into the gravel and the dirt, the good stuff. Just want to show a little bit of this here side road. We're approaching a highway a little ways up. Gonna go down there a few hundred meters and I turn off, and that's where the fun stuff starts. Back soon. Okay, we're coming up to the turn off onto the highway I was mentioning earlier. We'll be taking a right turn up here. We'd go straight, and this road will just take you deeper and deeper into the backcountry. Of course, Dog Lake. I do a ride out there fairly soon, but not today. This is just a day trip. We turn off here. Don't have far to go here. I'll take a break from the filming, recording. Not actually filming when you're digital, you're recording. There is no film. Anyway, so shut this off until I'm ready to turn off and get into the fun stuff. Okay, we've got a break in the traffic and the traffic noise here. We're at our turn off. The trail I'll be on, you can't go over this way. Get into some more fun stuff up there. I gotta check out one of these days. But right now we're going this way and over here. You may recognize some of this area from a video I did recently. There's an old rock quarry gravel pit down in here, and there are trails going all over the place. In case you're wondering, riding the Trek 520 Grando again. I love this bike, just got it last summer, and I didn't buy it thinking of riding on highways and major roads, but more on stuff like this. Get into the backcountry touring a little bit. That rock pit I mentioned is just up. So that, turn around, bike. Rock pit's just up over that way and to the right. That's not where we're going right now. When I was out here before, I was kind of scoping it out for the first time. Liked what I saw. Came out hoping that it'd be suitable for maybe setting up a little campsite somewhere out here in the bush, and it's going to be ideal. I almost came out camping here yesterday, so I put it off a little bit longer, just do a day trip out here today. I bought a new summer sleeping bag, a +1 Celsius bag. I actually ended up taking it back, having second thoughts, and do a little more research before I make up my mind. Also looking at a new lightweight one-person tent here very soon as well. If you can see it, there's the rock pit down there. Pretty cool area. You can ride all the way around this thing. Had a lot of fun exploring it last time. Today I'd like to hang out someplace where there's a bit of breeze. Like I was saying, it is freaking hot. Going down that way, that's the way I came in and back out last time I was here. And I remember riding up in through here. That's where I first saw the old gravel pit. We'll look down into the pit. We'll ride back up to the back side of this thing over that way. Shut the camera off for a minute. We're back up on the far side of the rock pit. I'm going to turn around here, show you a little bit of a view from back where I just came. These hills off in the distance. I don't know if you can see those quite right or not, but there you go. We'll do a short little climb here and find a place to hang out. Well, folks, I'm back, and ended up pretty much riding all the way around this thing. Up here in the open, it's just very, very hot. The breeze helps. There's the view. I think we're going to circle back down into where we were just a little while ago. And just pull over there. Get out my lunch. I bought a 12-inch turkey breast sub. I have that and some hopefully cold water if it's still cold. Okay, this is slightly different from where I thought I was going. The trail I meant to take is just back behind me and then to the right, but right here we are in a pile of shade. So this is it for now. Hey folks, as you can see, I brought my little Eureka Tagalong Light camp chair with me. Just love this chair. I bought it last summer and no regrets. It goes with me on all my camping trips now and on a lot of little day outings such as this. Stopped off close to home, grabbed myself a sub, 12-inch sub, turkey breast on whole wheat. Gonna eat half of that out here, and I'll probably have the other half tonight at home. I was actually getting quite hungry before I even left home to start this ride, and now I'm just starving. So instead of sitting here to let you watch me eat, I'm going to pause the camera and we'll be back in a few minutes after I have a bite to eat and get some energy. Hey folks, so we're back and put the camera over this way instead so I can face out towards the hills that you saw earlier on. Reason for that, the wind is mostly blowing this way and keeps me cool. So much for the plan of having half that sub out here and the other half when I get back home later this evening. I was quite hungry and ended up having the whole thing. Just washing it down with a little bit more water here right now. And yeah, so mentioned in a previous video, the only way I found this place was through Google Earth. It's very close to home, just outside the city, and came out, found this about two and a half weeks ago, I think it was, something like that. Anyways, this is just my second time back out here, and I want to come out and go do an overnight camping trip here very soon. That almost happened yesterday. The new summertime sleeping bag that I bought, like I said earlier while on the bike, I decided to take that back. I'm still having second thoughts about if that's the one I want, or I want something else. And I may also add a new lightweight one-person tent as well, instead of bringing the two-person North Face that I had on my trips last year. Thinking about that. Next time I come out here, I'll be setting up a tent somewhere in the area, have a little fire, a couple beers, and just relax. It would have been a perfect night right now. There's not a cloud in the sky. There'll be all kinds of stars. There'll be a nice moon up later tonight. But maybe next week. Supposed to get a little bit of rain the next few days, so probably going to wait for another nice weather forecast and figure out what I want for the new sleeping bag and then possibly the new solo tent. I'll do a little video of that, then get out here, try it out in the field, and see how it all goes. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here pretty soon and poke around a little bit, decide where I want to put a tent next time I come out, and then head home and put this video together, edit it all up, and get a video out sometime in the next couple of days. It's Monday afternoon, actually it's Monday evening right now. I'll probably have this video out either tomorrow, Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. And yeah, so we'll turn the camera off now, get out a magazine, read for a little bit, just relax, and pack her up and head back in. Talk to you soon. Okay folks, got the GoPro going on the bike again here. Angle that down a little bit. So I was out that way and up that way a little bit. That's where I just had my lunch break. There's the view over there of the hills. And I rode in here. I was coming down the trail from the highway, down from that direction, down this way. And then we just cut over into the woods over there a little bit before doing a ride around the whole area and finding a place for lunch. And holy crap, you can't see it, but I'm going to get out the other camera and show you what I just found. Okay, there's the bike, and down here beside the bike is this little guy. We found ourselves a turtle. Hello, turtle. Not moving at all. I saw a little bit of a movement earlier, just barely. There's the shell. Pretty cool. I'm not going to disturb him though. Hey folks, so you can see it, but the bike's just over there. I'll zoom in a little bit. Track 520. The trail is just out there. And I just gathered up a few rocks from nearby. Threw together a little fire pit. I think next time I come out here, this is going to be camp. There's a fairly flat spot over here by these trees. A little bit of shade at different parts of the day. This is probably going to be the area I'm going to set up a tent. Fire pit over there. There'd even be some options around for setting up a tarp if I decide to do that, depending on conditions and things like that. And anyways, the bugs are starting to come out a little bit more now. Anytime I get in the shade, the bugs are kind of bad. Fortunately, I did bring some bug spray with me and put that on after I had my lunch, and that's helping. It's 7:15 now, and it's time to get riding and head on back. Okay folks, so back on the bike, obviously. Get the GoPro going and riding back up the trail towards where I came in off the highway. And then I'm gonna take a right and finish this ride and head on home. I'll stop talking now and let the scenery do the talking. Not very far from the highway. I wish I did pack up gear and come out for an overnighter a little bit earlier in the day, get the tent set up, gather firewood. It would have been a nice night for it. I'm gonna check the weather forecast when I get back, see when the next really nice window is. I'd say it's supposed to be a little bit of rain the next few days, not a lot, just showers. But I'm gonna pick my spot, pick my time. It's not even 15K from home, so I can head out and do this pretty much any time I want. What I'm thinking is ride out in the afternoon, set up camp, have a little bit of good food, a couple of cold beers, and relax with the campfire and watch for the stars to come out. Might not even bring a stove or anything on this trip. I'm thinking get some pizza, bring out a bunch of leftovers for that night. Pack up early the next morning, head back in, maybe have a snack first and a coffee, or just pack up and ride right in. A lot of the ride from here to home is actually downhill, so it wouldn't take long at all. Just like that, we're coming back out to the highway, up over this little rise. I do want to go check that out one of these days, but not today. Very narrow paved shoulder here. It's only about 3 kilometers where I'm going on this road. I could go the other way, ride down the trail, and head out the way I came in a couple weeks ago. I just want to do something a little bit different. Anyways, once I'm finished the highway part, I'm ready to turn onto a little gravel section. I'll power the camera back up for a little bit of that. Yeah, still on the highway section here. Slight downhill, not much. Got a nice tailwind. Cruising along here at just a hair under 50 kilometers per hour. And just having a blast. Okay, folks, we're coming up on our turn off now to get off this pavement, off the highway section. And I have one more section of nice fun stuff. A little bit of pavement through a residential area, and then bike path the rest of the way home. Gearing down, and here we go. No parking. Okay, I won't park. That section of pavement, that was about, I didn't check exactly, but about 3.5 to 4 kilometers in length. And now we got a couple kilometers of gravel, zip down through a residential area, a little subdivision, and then onto the bike paths and home. And to top it all off, I got a couple of cold beer waiting in the fridge. And once I get home, I'm going to get one out and say hello. I think that is the plan. So this little section here, first time I came out here this year, just a matter of weeks ago, didn't even ride the whole thing. It's only not even 3 kilometers. I didn't even ride at all, and there were 4 sections washed out, 4 culverts from some heavy rainfalls that we'd had earlier. And those were the ones that caused the flooding in the wood shop as well, where I was flooded out in there 3 times in 8 days. A couple inches of water. Didn't exactly make my day. Lost a lot of time there getting things dried out. Lost a little bit of wood, not much. Most wood's stacked up high. But lost some time. Not exactly what I needed when I'm coming off the least productive 6 months of my life, pretty much. Ever since December, when that little bug that's been traveling the world decided to hit me. As I mentioned in previous videos, I really only felt off, a little bit ill for about 3 days, and I felt completely normal, and unless I'm doing something. So start scooping the snow to the driveway in the winter. 3 or 4 scoops of snow. I'm coughing, dragging my feet, no energy. And it's been a gradual thing ever since then, getting my energy back. I'm finally starting to feel comfortable riding on the bike. Taking up the pace here and there, cranking it up, going up some hills. So coming along quite nicely. As for the bug that was going around, I don't recommend it. It's not a lot of fun. That's enough talking about that. Hey, I'm gonna shut her down here now.